Our vision statement for FCA is to see the world transformed by Jesus Christ through the influence of coaches and athletes. So at our college student athletes, specifically Drake, I challenge our Drake kids, let's go live that mission statement out. So it's a Division I student athlete. A lot of high school kids look up to them purely because they're an athlete. So let's use that influence. So I take them to the high schools like out at Ankeny, and we did a little panel where they got to share what it's like to go to college, what it's like to be a student athlete. Kids are interested in that, but then more importantly, share about their faith on a college campus.
Having the opportunity here to be involved with high school athletes here is a really cool opportunity, just because, I was a high school athlete 4 years ago, and it feels like, just yesterday. So having still that sort of connection to them and the ability to understand, what they're going through, and just let them know that challenges ahead are, they're possible, especially when you trust God and, trust yourself as well.
They're at like a transitional time period where faith isn't always put at, the forefront of their mind, and there's a lot of other things going on. So to hear it from someone that's experienced it and, sees kind of the value in that, I think kids can relate to that more just because, we're living a similar life and we've been in their shoes not long ago.
They can be really real with the high school kids on what can you expect. And one of the questions I love to ask the college kids is, okay, 4 years ago when you were sitting in their seat, what do you wish somebody would have told you about going to college and living your faith on a college campus? And they can share that from firsthand experience.
And so when they see someone who says, high school was hard, living out my faith was hard, I struggle with this. This is still a struggle in college, but now we have more freedom. I think it's really important for our athletes and for just all of our students to be aware that, with this new level of freedom, I am gonna have new responsibilities, but also I'm gonna get to make my faith my own and not my parents. And so I think it's so important for them to see and hear from these athletes who are living it and walking it, and maybe not doing it perfectly, but I think it just gives them so much hope, and I think even a little bit of excitement that they can go and have that too.
It means a lot. It's super cool hearing from guys who have been through it at the high school level and took their talents to the next level. Being able to play at that level is for sure a dream. That'd be awesome.
They kind of touched on being a collegiate athlete or just a person in college. It's kind of hard to balance life, but that they were able to sacrifice their time to come and talk to us, that's something that I'm really appreciative of.
I would do anything to go back to my high school self and just tell her, like, you're gonna be fine, like, you're gonna make it. College is hard, but you're gonna meet so many people that are gonna get you through it, and I hope everyone here that was here tonight, continues to pursue that faith, because it's a much more difficult everyday decision, once you're doing that on your own.
So it's really living our vision statement out. They're using their influence as a college student athlete to point these high school kids to the cross. That's why we love doing that.
We are just so floored by the amount of support that we have from Central Iowa FCA. We've got Dave who's pouring into us, making sure we have everything that we need. And so if there are schools, if people are wanting to start huddles, it's such a gift, because again, this is 100 athletes who got to come tonight who, I don't know, would they have otherwise? And so I think that it's just another thing where if you're feeling that call, right? If you're like, oh, maybe this is something that I feel like God is calling me to do, we know that God is moving. We know that God is moving, and we just continue to pray for their hearts, that our athletes would be receptive to that and that their lives would be changed because of the gospel.